How's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are good. If you haven't or don't know about this channel, my name is Micah. Welcome to Emperor's Micah's channel, where we're all emperors and empresses. If you haven't, go ahead and get some tea. Go ahead and get something, or if you haven't already, take some time for yourself this morning or whatever time it is that you're watching this video. Just relax. You know what I mean. Let's all just clear our minds as we start this general reading. As we go forth, we're just going to go ahead and go through these steps. We're just going to talk to spirits, allow spirits to talk to us through our card reading, and yeah, hopefully we can gain some information regarding today's date. Today is Wednesday on my side, so I will be going with our day of read, which will be our oracle cards. Yes. Manifestation oracle cards, these are one of my favorite. I love to manifest things. I mean, who doesn't? Anything that you want, whether it be whether people may see it as negative or positive, it doesn't really matter in your eyes, I guess. Hopefully it's something positive, something that can actually build. That's one quick way to remember that anything that you take will be negative, anything that you add is positive. So hopefully you're adding something in, your life that's actually positive and actually going to reproduce more and more things. So yeah, love to manifest. So this is one of my favorite decks, one of my first decks, and one of my favorites. So we are going to do a general reading. Before we start, we are going to sage a little bit, just so we can go ahead and clear the air of any negative thoughts or anything like that you guys are thinking about. We're just going to go ahead and we are going to do some saging. Hopefully you guys are doing pretty good. Let's see. Ask that if you like this video at the end, that you go ahead and like, share maybe if somebody needs to hear these messages, and also subscribe if you would like to see more content. Let's see. Alright. So here we go. We are going to start our general reading. If it does not apply to you, that's alright. It might apply to you in the future. Who knows, But it's always nice to gain more information. Spirits and ancestors, can you please let us know what manifestation powers would you like to reveal to us today? What manifestation powers would you like to reveal? Hey, I'm getting here, go deeper, right? Maybe you guys are kind of, and you see it's a valley as well. Maybe you're kind of thinking about something, starting a new business or things like that, or you're thinking about a new journey. And maybe you started it, but you're kind of been slacking. Spirits ask you to go deeper, think bigger. Really, really go your all, really do the most that you can do to actually be able to achieve this goal. Because this goal is not going to be achieved unless you go and give your full. And the spirit doesn't see that you're giving your all to it. They're probably not going to allow it until you're ready to actually give your all. You might be holding back something. Maybe it might be something financial gain, or it might be something spiritual, but either way, they might be holding back something just because they feel like you're not ready. They feel like you're not giving your all. You need to go deeper. You need to go deeper with whatever you're doing. You need to go deeper. Alright, Spirit, what other messages do you have for us today? I'm just going to put these to the side, and I'm going to clarify the whole thing as we read. We're going to do a deck of eights. It's one of my favorite things. I like the number 8. 8 means like infinity, so I kind of like the number 8. And as well as it's just something I'm comfortable with. Spirit answers, what other manifestation powers do you want us to practice? Gratitude, check this out. So practice gratitude, right? I'm getting that, maybe a lot's been going on in your life and you guys have gained so much things, and maybe you're not really acknowledging how far you came, and therefore you're not practicing your gratitude, or maybe you're not feeling as grateful because you're worrying about what you don't have, and maybe you need to focus on what you do have to be able to because remember, what you got originally or what you have now, you didn't get like thinking about what you didn't have. You got it focusing on that, or what you didn't have, and then you got it. Like, okay, for an example, just to clarify, if you're eating tonight, right? I don't know what you're eating, but say you're eating like lobster, or say you're eating a sandwich. So we'll go for the sandwich. Say you eat a peanut butter jelly sandwich and you're focused in on lobster, then you should be just, practicing being grateful for the things that you have. Because once you've practiced on being grateful for the things you have, God will bless you with more things. That's just how the universe works. They want you to practice gratitude for that simple reason. Once they understand that you can handle something and that you are aware that how hard they work to give you those items and those material things, then they will provide you with more. They're not going to provide you with more unless you finish your meal, unless Like a key, unless you finish your dessert, your vegetables, you're not gonna get the dessert. So spirits are just telling you guys that you're not gonna get more unless you be grateful for what you have. Because if you don't be grateful what for that Chevy that you got, how can they bless you with a Lambo? You know what I'm saying? And that's not to be materialistic, but that's just to kind of give a general description. If you're not grateful for the food that you have on your plate, how can spirit bless you with more? You know what I mean? So spirit actually wants you to be grateful. Okay, spirit, what other messages do you have regarding the our manifestation oracle cards, regarding our manifestation powers, regarding our manifestation awareness, things of that nature? Spirit, I'm asking you what powers or what messages do you have for us today, Spirit? What messages do you have? Can you please give us a message? So it says, trust the universe, right? This kind of goes hand in hand with practice gratitude. By practicing gratitude, you will also need to trust the universe. So maybe you guys are going through something and you kind of just like, man, like, is there anybody up there for me? Spirits is asking you, like, just trust, have faith that everything will work out. Have faith that everything will, it's going to take its time, it's going to take its course, but that's okay because everything does happen with time, you know what I mean? So spirits ask you to trust them. If you're feeling like you're going through a hard time, maybe bills need to be paid and it's almost delayed a month, trust spirit, just have faith, keep praying. Spirit will come through with something. They're asking you to trust them. You just have to trust them sometimes because if there's nothing else you can do, but at least you have faith, right? So spirits want you to trust them. Right? That's what I'm hearing. That spirit wants you to trust them. Spirit saying it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, just know they got you. As long as you have faith in them, they will have faith. You can rely on them. Spirit, what other messages do you have regarding? Okay, that one flew out. Let's see. Spirit's asking us to be humble. Right? So maybe we're we're overwhelmed with joy, and then that becomes with things that you feel like you've done everything by yourself. You feel like, but also remember, Spirit wants us to remind us to be humble. Spirit wants us to, just remember them times when we didn't have it, and that could kind of, it can kind of still give that excitement. Like if you just got a new car and things like that, and you reflect on times when you had to ride the bus, had to ride the bike, that will kind of sustain that excitement of a new car because once you get a toy like a kid, once you get a toy, your toy doesn't become valuable anymore because you got what you wanted. That want for it is gone now. So if you stay humble, you remain humble, you remind yourself of the times that you didn't have it, that excitement for that new car will always be. So that's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Spirit wants you to be humble. Okay, Spirit, what other messages do you have regarding our tarot cards, our manifesting powers, our manifesting mission? Spirit, what else would you like us to manifest, Spirit? Please give us information regarding the manifestation powers, Spirit. Please give us information regarding the manifestation powers. So here it is. I'm getting cool your emotions and assess the situation, right? So maybe you're acting like a bull right now, you know what I mean? Maybe you're going fully in charge again, or whatever the case is. Maybe you're in an argument and things like that. We just got out of an argument. Spirit's asking you to cool your emotions, understanding that things are not always as serious as they seem. Sometimes you just gotta reflect on it. Sometimes you gotta sit back and recognize that, once you go in your cool zone, it will prevent you from, doing something that you might regret later. So Spirit is asking you to cool your emotions. If you're going through something, you just got out of a situation, just take some time to yourself to just cool off a little bit. Spirit is also asking me to tell you guys to assess the situation, right? So like we said just now with the cool your emotions, assessing the situation, you can kind of come back and take a step back to kind of realize, okay, is this thing that I'm doing really necessary? Okay, my later on, the action I'm thinking about taking, is that really necessary? Is that going to actually, be beneficial in your favor? You got to really ask that. Spurs really wanting you to understand and assess the situation before other activities take place. Okay, Spirit, what other? Thank you, Spirit, for those messages, by the way. Really good. Okay, we got 2 more cards. Let's see what other Spirit has for you guys. Okay, and then you can see, Spirit wants you to tell me, leave the past behind. Excuse me, sorry. Leave the past behind. So, as you can see, there is a gentleman or a female. I'm not sure what gender this is, but somebody walking away from something, right? And so you need to leave the past behind, whatever it may be. It might be negative or positive. Understand that the past is the past. The present is now, and the future is to come. We need to leave the past behind so that we can grow, so that we can focus, because we only have 24 hours in a day. So Spirit's asking me to tell you guys to just focus on one thing at a time. So leave the past behind, move on so that you can have a better future. So whether it be negative or things like that, you need to just leave all that, learn from it, and grow. So Spirit wants me to tell you guys to leave the past behind. Thank you, Spirit, for that beautiful message. Okay, cool. Let's see what else we can get in. Let's get one more card, Spirit. What is the last message of the day of Wednesday, Spirit? Thank you so much for the message that you have provided for us. We just ask that you just assist us with learning this last message regarding our manifestation powers. Okay, thank you, Spirit. It says clear your mind, right? So this is kind of something that I always say beginning of the video, before you come in thinking of anything, I want you to clear your mind, because the only way you're going to understand things is if you step back and you assess the situation, such as something else that came. So the cards that you received, right, today, you have go deeper. So maybe you needed to go ahead and I'm just going through all the cards that you've seen so you can get a general description. So you have go deeper. So maybe you want to start that new journey or that new thing, but you're kind of slacking, you know what I mean? You can do so much better. You know you can do so much better. Spirit's asking you to go harder. Take a little bit more time into that craft and the things that you're doing. Spend a little less time watching TV and watching other people's living their lives. And even like videos, come off of YouTube, come off of all that and go deeper, you know what I mean? It's okay to do that, you know? It's okay to spend a little bit of time on entertainment, but if you got something that you're really focused on, I advise you to go ahead, and Spirit wants me to tell you guys to go ahead and focus on that. So it's actually to practice gratitude, right? So there's another card that came up for you guys. Practice gratitude. Just, hey, if you're in a new car, remember the times you didn't have that car. Remember the times you was riding the bus and your bike, and then you practicing gratitude will actually create or sustain that excitement of that new car. Trust me when I say that. So it also says trust in the universe, right? By doing these things that the universe wants you to do, or by if you're struggling with things like that, you know that you're trying your hardest, you know the bills still not getting paid and things like that. You need to just trust the universe. Go on your knees, pray, get some tarot cards, talk to Spirit, ask your ancestors to these spirits to please help you with these financial difficulties. They will bring, you might not get it that month, that year, or whatever, but they will bring you something bigger that's going to make up for all this lost times, I promise you. Okay, so trust the universe. It's also asking you to be humble, right? Be humble through all of these. Like I said, goes back to practice gratitude. Practice gratitude. So be grateful for what you have. Remember the times you didn't have it. Be humble. That is a form of being humble. Once you be humble with everything that you have, you will start to sustain better and start to be able to build your financial. Once you start going crazy and start to get cocky and arrogant, you will lose it. I promise you, you will lose these items. So you need to be humble. You need to recognize these things. You need to be grateful. Spirit's also asking to tell you guys, cool your emotions, right? If you're going ahead and you're getting in an argument and things like that, you need to step away from that argument before you do something that you're going to regret, right? That's what they're going to tell me. And along with that, we have assess the situation. That goes hand in hand what I just said. If you're in an argument or anything like that, you need to come back and assess the situation, whether it be a math quiz, whether it be anything like that. Assess the situation. Understand if the situation is worth the risk that you're trying to take, right? So we also have leave the past behind, right? If you guys are going through anything, you guys need to step back and then understand that is it worth taking on with your future? Because if it's not, you need to leave it behind. You need to learn from your mistakes, learn from anything that you've learned from, and go ahead and move forward. So this is you and this is for you, and you feeling like you're not leaving something behind and you should be letting go or leaving in the past or things like that, then this card is for you, telling you from Spirit to go ahead and leave that past behind. The last one we have is clear your mind, right? So even before this reading and after this reading, I want you to clear your mind. I want you to go ahead, seep in all the information that you have regarding your situation, your prior situation, it might be your intended situation, it might be a future situation, it might be something that happened in the past, happening now, or in the future, you never know. But any of these cards that resonate with you, I ask that if I did give you any insight of Spirit, allow me to relate the message in a physical form. I ask that you not only like the video, but also share the video to your friends, your family, to anybody that might need to hear this message, as well as subscribe if you like to see more of my content, and then moving forward. So yeah, really a good reading today. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for viewing. We're just going to go ahead and end it with a prayer. I want you guys to bow your heads and close your eyes. We're going to talk to God. So here we go. Let's take these prayers. Oh, sorry. Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and light some sage to clear the air while we pray. Second God. I got the window open, so it's kind of like, you know how that is. And as we pray, I want you guys to just, think about your ancestors, think about your grandmother, think about your grandpa, think about anybody you dear love that have passed over in the afterlife. We can pray. Dear Mother, Father God, and any ancestors and spirits, we ask that you bless us reading. We also ask that you allow us to have a great day or evening, whatever time it is that we observe this video. We also ask that you allow this prayer to go forward and allow any of our problems and any of our decisions to be made accurately and with great intuition of our end. Thank you so much for providing us with anything that you provide us with in our lives. Thank you for our heartbeats. Thank you for our souls. Thank you for our spirits. Thank you for even giving us the wisdom that you provide us with. We ask that you allow anybody that's going through things that meanwhile and have good spirits to be able to handle this items. This situation. We also ask that you allow us and give us assistance. Please give us assistance as we move forward this journey called life, and we will continue to grow. Thank you so much. Hey, you guys, really appreciate you guys for sitting me with the prayer. Thank you guys. You guys made it this far. You guys, like I said, you guys had gained any information, insight, anything like that coming from the spirits. I ask that you like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel if you're new, or if you'd like to see more of my content. Till next time, emperors and empresses. Love you guys. Stay safe. See you guys later. Peace.